Everybody, Invisiblekatana here doing my reaction and review for the Justice League Comic-Con trailer. Super excited for this. Justice League comes out in November. Um, it's Justice League. What else do I really need to say for that? We're getting, you know, three characters, well, two characters technically. Batman versus Superman was not really Batman's own film, but we got three characters who have been at least in the films. We got at least three more characters. Who knows if we'll get some other references and stuff like that. But we got Flash coming in, we got Aquaman, we got Cyborg. We may or may not see some other characters show up. I doubt it, but they might give us some little hints, some little references. Um, but, we got some characters coming in. We got the Justice League. Well, there's like one other person we know is going to be in there. So, Superman's coming in. We already know that because that was in like that old teaser footage where it was like for half a second, like Henry Cavill was there. So we know Superman's going to be in there at some point. Um, However they decide to explain that. Maybe they'll do the robot thing. I doubt it, but I don't know. There's a million things we don't know about this version of the universe. So they could just be like, boom, he had the robots the whole time. Robot Superman comes in. It's not actually him. We'll see. I just don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But Justice League, Wonder Woman was our most recent film. Very good. Hopefully we're just going to keep going up and up. I know Wonder Woman 2 got announced officially. Of course, we have our Flash movie coming out. I don't believe they officially are doing a Cyborg movie just yet. But of course, we have Aquaman as well. So, we got those movies coming out. Batman, whenever that's coming out, I don't know what the issue is. I don't know where that movie still stands at this point. I don't even remember the last time I heard about it. But either way, we're just, for now, going to avoid all of the madness, all the chaos, all the sequels even. And we're just going to go for whatever's about to happen with Justice League. So that's what we'll get into now. And just have a good time with it, I assume. Ooh. Oh, that's awesome. There's the, oh, so this is the kind of like the heist sequence from the first trailer. And also, I love the fact that she's like preserving like ancient objects and stuff. That's pretty awesome. Okay. I heard Arkham Asylum in there. Okay. So they're going to Themyscira, which is pretty awesome. Oh, okay. They're showing Themyscira because nobody's there but the Amazon, so that kind of fits into um, Wonder Woman. Obviously, spoilers for Wonder Woman. Um, that's interesting. Interesting. So it starts. Ooh. Okay, so there's a reference. No lanterns yet. That's an obvious one. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I love that shot. That's great. That might be my favorite. The first one was going to be the Wonder Woman thing where she dodges the bullet, but I don't know. It might have to be that one. More references. That epic vote of confidence. She's definitely like the kid of the team. Oh. I'm looking forward to that. That sequence should be pretty cool. Him, boosting everything on the Batmobile or Bat, whatever it's going to be called. Oh, she got the gauntlet slap back, so that's pretty cool. I wonder what random empty town that's supposed to be. Okay, so we have the Amazonians. He loves using like just the finger, like there you go, little boop, little touch. Dang. And he does the L'Oreal hair flip. Mm. That's a great reference. And I love what they do for him taking off, where it's like singes the ground. That's really cool. Like a T-Rex coming in. Okay, so I'm gonna assume. I think we should all just assume. Superman. I would assume it's Superman, especially with the whole hope thing. And I would assume that that's a reference, like it means hope and all that crap. Um, I wouldn't hate it though, if that was a surprise, or it's like we assume that that's supposed to be Superman, and then it ends up being somebody else. I don't know who it would be that is walking so hard that they're stumping on the ground. There's almost an infinite number of characters, but we've gotten like no clues or anything like that. I don't know why he'd be stumping on the ground anyway. Like it's a trailer, so that doesn't really apply to anything. But if there's any character where it's like, you know, it's supposed to be this person, I would assume it's Superman. But it's hard to say because it's kind of like it's just so weird. It's like you said that you would come. Let's hope it's not too late. Like that sort of thing is like, well, when would they have talked to Superman? That sort of thing, and it could just be like Alfred's own little storyline where he figured out something was happening with Superman or whatever. It just makes me wonder. It's like, what if this is an extra reveal? Like it's supposed to be super obvious. Like obviously it's going to be Superman, but what if it is something else? What if it's somebody else? And it's just hard to say if I believe that. I want to believe that mostly because we know Superman's in it, so it would be awesome if that was like, oh, here's the secret person that you assume is Superman, and then it actually ends up being somebody totally different. But I just don't know. I mean, it's really hard to say who like if it made any sense. Like, they talk about the Green Lantern stuff. Once again, it's mostly the way they cut it with the whole like stomping on the ground thing is like I'm trying to ignore that, but I feel like that has to be a part of it because that's how they set it up. Like, oh, someone's walking so hard they're stomping on the ground. So it's like I don't know what to think of that because it's like just because just because anyone has super strength doesn't mean that every step they take is like shaking the ground or anything. Like they can choose to do that, but he's trying to like be menacingly cool to Alfred. Like it's just confusing. So it's like, is it really Superman? I would assume so, but I would love for it to be anybody else. Just because we know Superman's in it already, it would just be really epic if it was a different character. And there's just like a million questions to it. It's like, why would Superman go to Alfred? Like it's just so many questions to it where it's like, I think we all just assume it's like, it's got to be Superman. Why are they hiding this crap? But then it's like, why would the F with Superman, you know, everything's going effing bananas. Why is Superman going to Alfred like, hey Alfred, what's up? It's not like they know each other. They haven't met. So there's just a million questions kind of running through my head. Like, maybe it's him. Maybe it's someone else. Maybe they're doing an epic little tease and we're going to get some other character and they just don't want to show us. It's like that ultimate surprise that they're holding out on. I would love it if that's the case. Because at this point, it really is. There's no point in not showing Superman, especially with the way they did that the little sneak peek trailer. Which sure, maybe not everyone has seen that. Sorry if I spoiled it for you. My bad. But Superman's going to be in it somehow, some way, with them. As they rush through their things with him dying and coming back already. So he's going to be in it. Just the question of how and what part of the movie, and was that truly him? Why Alfred? That's like the main thing, is like, why the F would he go to Alfred of all people? Why would he start there? So I don't know. It just really makes me wonder. Maybe he's looking for Batman. It's like, you don't matter, but I was looking for Bruce. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Of course, we'll love to know your speculations. If you really think it's Superman, if you're trying to be super hopeful like me, that they're teasing us with something that's actually worth teasing, and they aren't teasing us with an idiotic, obvious thing, because we know Superman's coming back. So I'm going to try to stay super hopeful and be like, we already got Superman coming, whenever in the movie, and then this is going to be like a whole other person that comes in who, for whatever reason, they put like the T-Rex stomping thing with, just whiskey instead of, I'll just assume it's whiskey instead of water. So we'll see what happens there. But of course, I want to know what you guys thought about this trailer. So please put your comments down in the comment section below. Let me know your favorite parts about it, your least favorite parts about it, and of course, I want to know what in this trailer did you like the most, as far as the characters. What hyped you up? What was your favorite sequence? Like I said, for me, at first, it was definitely the Wonder Woman thing where she like dodges the bullet like it was nothing. But then, and I mean, there's so many things they can do with it, and that was just like a taste. So I'm hoping we get some really beautiful shots. But this scene with Flash where he's pushing a window and it's like slowly bending because, of course, he's moving at super speed. He sees it as it bends before it actually breaks. And I just love the idea of that. I was like, that's such a great concept to put into film where it's actually bending and then he's pushing straight through it. And of course, the fact that they do that where he's like pushing it, for one, it seemed like he was in a normal situation, so I think that shows that he can't phase through walls yet. That's just me speculating with my nerdiness. But it seemed like he was in a fairly normal situation. He clearly wasn't in his costume, and he kind of just pushed through it to get through the window instead of like just phasing straight through. So he can't do that just yet, I'm guessing. Maybe we'll get to see that. That would be really awesome. Like he gains that by the end of the film or something like that. Or maybe they'll save that for his own movie because he's clearly like the youngest member. But that had to be my favorite. Just watching that, it was super awesome. So I'm excited for it. Like I said, would love to know what you guys thought about this trailer, what you're looking forward to in the next trailer, if we do end up getting another official trailer, which I assume we will, even though we're fairly close, relatively speaking, to November. I still think we're going to get another official trailer before we get to, like, TV spots and all that stuff. I think there'll be one more official trailer. Maybe that's where we will see Superman, and maybe we'll get that epic reveal where it's not Superman that went to Alfred. It'll actually be another character. I would love that, but we'll see what happens. Also, the Green Lantern thing, like I said, they reference it early on. That's a part of why Earth is being attacked. There are no lanterns there yet. So looking forward to how that's going to play out. Maybe we'll get that reference. We'll see, some random little thing like, oh, here's, maybe Green Lantern in the future or whatever. We'll just see what happens. But definitely want to know your speculations. Anything that, any theories you had that may have been boosted up or broken down by this trailer, and just what you thought about it in general. So please comment below, let me know, and of course, thanks for watching.